What's up, guys? Welcome back for another one. Reminder, the 30th, this weekend coming up in New Jersey at Gateway Classic Cars, we have the subscriber meet, and I will be making the drive. So if you guys have not seen all the other updates that we've been making on the channel, I will be making a drive up there. It's about 12 and a half to 13 hours thereabout, and I think it's just going to be totally worth it. But also, we have been called out. Yes, we have been called out by the one and only Stang Mode. Yes, he's a good friend of mine, but we're going to have a lot of fun up there. I'm going to be up there for a few days there. We're going to spend a lot of time up there. We're going to film, we're going to have fun, all of that. But prior to the subscriber meet, we're actually going to be going to the track. We're going to go to ACO. I've never been there, and supposedly it's a good track. You know, Stang Mode just ran his car. He used the trans brake, and he went 1090s. Oh, we did it! Yo, we did it! We did it! That is incredible, and it really just, man, I don't even know what to say. These 18 and up cars with light bolt-ons do so well naturally aspirated. And that's actually what we've been doing with mine. If you guys missed the last video, we finally went 1130s in this car. And all we really have is a long tube header back into the OEM active mufflers. And we have the JLT intake. We have the E85 tuning from Palm Beach Dyno. The car makes right around 500 horsepower NA. And that's just, man, you know what? Everybody complains about like engine tick and all that stuff with these new Mustangs. I don't have it. I don't have no engine tick. But even the ones that do, man, they still haul ass in a quarter mile. They really do. These things are just phenomenal cars with very little modification, really. But to run that 1130 pass, sorry for the wind, you know, we did do a little bit of weight reduction. We got some time slips and we need to clean the car, but it is gutted. This is how this looks. And doing that really saved maybe about 100 pounds thereabout. But we were also on a drag radial. Remember, we have the American Muscle replica PP1 style wheels here, and I love them. We also have a Nitto NTO5R. Yeah, I think the NTO5R is a phenomenal street tire and will get you into the low 11s on a car like this, even with the light suspension mods, which is what we have. And I can't support that tire enough. I think it's great, but it is time for a change. Right here in front of me, we have a little surprise. And that is, of course, these guys. Oh, yes. So we bought some race stars for the back. Yes, this is like the poor man's setup right here, but honestly, they're not that bad. They're lightweight wheel. They look good. And we are going to be running a Mickey Thompson SS, the Street SS tire. And this is actually the same setup that Stang Mode used to do his 10-second pass. So he was not on the R version of this. So the compound between the two is pretty similar, but you know, you have a little bit more tread difference here with the SS version. And a lot of people run this tire and they do great. And this is a 305 45 17. So now we have more sidewall. We can bleed the same amount of air out of the tire, really, but we're gonna have a lot better grip. So basically, I bought these. A subscriber to the channel, you know, I put it out on Facebook, and then he hit me up. He has a 600 horsepower EcoBoost S550 Mustang, and he had some trouble with it when he went on the Texas 2K. And you know, I asked him what he wanted. He said he wanted about 700 bucks. And I was like, well, yep, absolutely. That's pretty much half off. Because if we look here, these things have not been driven on, but for maybe like 30 miles. I mean, they still have the stubbies on the tires. I don't even think there's been like a burnout on these. They're just a little bit dusty from rolling them around. But I mean, these are pretty much brand spanking new. But yes, I think with these, we can definitely send this car a little bit faster than 1130. You know, hopefully maybe we can get down to like the 11.1s. And if we're lucky, we'll do a 10-second pass. But I honestly think that we're going to need trans brake to do that. And I'm kind of afraid to do that. I do have it built into the tune from Palm Beach, but I don't have, you know, upgraded axles or drive shaft or any of that. Not yet. That's going to come in the future. But I think that these are certainly going to help, and they're pretty lightweight. So what I actually want to do is I'm going to pull those rears off. We're going to weigh those against these. I do have my bathroom scale. Remember, this is off, so I'm going to measure myself if we can get an accurate reading. And I'm just going to hold on to them and stand back on the scale and see if there's a difference between the weights of the two. I think that they're going to be very similar actually, but the benefit here is we have a softer compound tire, right? And we have more sidewall. So, all right, let's go ahead and do that. But man, we got all of our stuff here. My garage is a complete disaster, and there's good reason for that. And here in the next couple of videos, there's a DA polisher. So that is going to tell you something, because let me just go ahead and show you. This thing is a hot mess. Look at all those bugs. But when I actually bought this car, I'm going to give a little bit of a secret away. Something for you to stay tuned to the channel for here in the next couple of days. When I bought this car, they decided to wash it and do all that stuff that, you know, dealerships do, even though when you tell them not to, because I did. This is pretty much what I use. I use a 3-bucket method, right, to wash my cars. I use all the proper stuff, 3-bucket method. So I got one for the wheels, I've got one to rinse with, and I've got one dedicated, you know, for the actual wash itself. That way, when you're cleaning and washing your car, you know, you're doing it right. And then you always want to go in straight lines. Same when you're drying the car. This paint is terrible. I mean, it's not smooth, nothing like that. It's hard to see because we have so much cloud coverage right now, but it is a disaster. Okay, but enough of that. We're going to pull this guy inside of the garage a little bit. We're going to pull those rears off, and then we're going to put our new stuff. Well, actually, I'm sorry. We're going to actually put our OEMs back on, and then we're just going to weigh the difference between what's that's on it and then these guys here. And then when we make the trip, of course, these are going to go in the trunk. All right, before we actually put our OEM stuff back on, I do want to put these things on the car, see how they look. But remember, you're going to need the 3 stars, this hardware. Let's see if we can open this up. I'm going to show you how all this works, because these are a little bit finicky. They don't just bolt on. They come with some extra valve stems, but you have these style lug nuts here. They're long, and they come with these washers. They come with these hub rings here, which are annoying, and then of course your little tool here. But the way this works is that's going to fit on there like that. So right on your outer hub ring here. All right, and now we can actually mount the wheel and tire itself. And race stars are, you know, they're finicky. So this is how you're going to do it. Just for scientific purposes, really, I just want to see how they look. Still not the lightest wheel that you could go with, but they're not too bad though. And then what you want to do, since they've got those little rings on there, is you just push them on. And they're a pain in the butt. Once they're kind of even, you'll take your new lug nut, put your washer on top, or you can put the washer inside and then try to do it that way and get them to line up. But it's still kind of wobbly, so it just takes a little bit of time. So this is how this looks. We need springs, definitely need springs, but those are meaty. But yeah, putting these things on, it's kind of a headache because you'll have like a gap back here between the wheel, the back of the wheel, and you know, the rotor itself there. What you do is you just keep fiddling with it until it gets pretty much even, and then just kind of push from the bottom and the top, and then it'll get pretty much even, and they kind of just like snap in place almost. And then getting your new lugs in there is just kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know why they designed it this way. I just dropped from the jack stand, so it's actually not that high. It looks like a 4x4 truck right now. But man, those look good. So we got a lot more sidewall there, and we'll be able to let some tire pressure out and just let these things eat. But they are sticky. Oh yeah. Now what we need to do is just borrow the fronts from my friend, and we'll be pretty much good to go, hopefully. And then we can give Stang Mode a little bit more of a competition. Of course, he's got a lot more seat time than I do, remember that. And he has a little bit more suspension. He's got drive shaft, he's got axles, and he launches on trans brake now to hit that 10-second pass. But we haven't done that yet. You know, we just hit 1130s. I think this will help hopefully put us down in the 11.2s, 11.1s. If we're lucky, maybe like an 11 flat. But I think we might need like some vertical links or something else, you know, just to strengthen the IRS just a little bit more back there. But I don't know. We do have the 7.62 kit, and it does really good. So we shall see. But also, a big old fat sticky tire like this should help against any wheel hop, you know, that we may have. And it's certainly going to help against, you know, slipping and spinning, because spinning is not winning, right? So I think that for $700, this is a pretty good deal. And again, big shout out, a big shout out, honestly, to the awesome guy, subscriber that sold these to me. And you can follow him on Instagram and check out his build. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing in the future, but 600 horsepower EcoBoost Mustang, you know, it's probably definitely worth a follow. So definitely go check him out. All right, now here we go. Pulled it out so we can just get a little better look at it. But man, those look good. Those look good. So, oh, yes, absolutely. This look killer. I want to drive around daily like that. That makes me think that we're just going to sell these OEM stuff, and we're going to do something similar like that. It's just a daily driver, just a big old fat tire, because that looks so monstrous. But yeah, I think that these certainly will help. Well deserved on the car. We almost decided to go with like a 275. I think it's a 40. 17 or whatever it may be, the smaller 26 tall tire. But at the end of the day, everybody's running these. Everybody wants a 28 tall tire, and we have 355 gears. So is this tire a little bit too much for the gears? Yes, probably, but you know, a lot of people have success with it. So that's kind of my whole thinking, is if they can do it, we can do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, hopefully you can see this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weigh myself, then I'm going to weigh myself holding the, and remember I've got clothes and all that stuff on, and I know I'm fat, but I'm gonna grab the replica wheel with the NT05R, put that down and do a third measurement, and we're gonna do the new drag pack rears. So 196, let's pick up our tire. So 254, 259 is what that said. So I try to get both of these like chest level and do it, you know, accurately for science. But it seems that this setup right here is just a little bit lighter than the new drag pack rears. So I think that the wheels themselves are pretty much similar in weight. So this is 10.5 wide, that's 10 wide. That's a 19, this is a 17. And there's going to be a difference in weight with the tires themselves, but we have a much better, stickier compound here on this tire versus that. Now, if you want to go 11.3s, maybe 11.2s, and this tire is completely fine. And you can see that we have about half life left in this tire. So the NT05R doesn't come with a lot of tread anyway, but yeah, I think they've got about half life. They're just sticky. I mean, they pick up everything. So it is a good tire. And on the street, this is great. And it also does really well in the rain, believe it or not. You know, considering it's a drag radial, I still definitely encourage everybody to use caution if you're doing that. But I have been in the rain with these, a light rain, and just, you know, don't drive like an idiot. And these will not kill you, but those might. I don't know. We do have, you know, some tread here, but still wouldn't risk it. Either a heavy downfall, I wouldn't put either one of these on there. So don't do that. A little bit heavier, just a couple more pounds heavier with this tire again. But you know, we are gaining more sidewall here and a little bit softer rubber. So, and these on the street are going to last a lot longer than something like this as well. All right, there it is. This brings us to a close. We weighed some wheels, and we got some scientific results. And challenge accepted, Stag Mode. I'm coming. I don't think that I'm going to win, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about the passion. It's all about the fun of it. And well, of course, we're going to get to be up there for the subscriber meet, and I'm going to get to hang out with everybody that goes, all of you guys. Very, very excited about it. This whole thing is very humbling. You know, we're close to 20,000 subscribers, and you guys are just totally incredible and awesome. And thank you for the continuous support. So now I'm going to bring this one to a close and immediately start working on the next one, because I think it's going to take me a couple of days to do the paint correction, the ceramic coat, and all that. It's going to be a lot of filming, probably lengthy videos, and I may break them up into 2 or 3 videos. We shall see. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Be safe if you're driving on the roads. and love your families and love your Mustangs. That's it. I'll see you later. Hey!